Hello everyone, good afternoon, magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. So I am Coach Cee Bercasio from the Life Coach Philippines and this is Coaching for Unbarrenness. This coaching conversation is for women like me who don't have kids yet, who wants to end the stigma of barrenness. But also, this coaching conversation is not just for childless women like me. This is also for people who wants to support people like me. If you have friends who are childless as well, who are undergoing or experiencing the stigma in unbarrenness, and you want to support these people, this coaching conversation is also for you. Okay? And my mission is to empower 1 million women, childless women, to be mentally and emotionally fit so they can shine in their true essence as women as they give birth and nurture lives in various meaningful ways. Okay, so thank you for joining me today and please leave your digital footprints by letting us know where you are coming from or where you are watching this from in the comment section. Please do tag a friend and circulate this video to help us reach more individuals who might be in need of this session. You may also give some shout outs to people you want to greet and reach out with some inspiring message. So if you have friends, if you have colleagues or mga relatives who want to be able to um, hear these sessions that we are going to have today, please tag them or share this video to them. Okay. If you are watching this on a replay, please do put hashtag replay. I am streaming live via Facebook page of Life Coach Philippines and YouTube channel Coach A I Connect. If you are new to these platforms, please follow and subscribe. So let me just introduce myself first. Again, I am Life Coach Cee Bercasio. My full name is actually Colleen Capino Bercasio. So if you want to search me in Facebook, my profile name is Colleen Capino Bercasio. So I am a certified co-actively co-create life coach and mental health coach from the Life Coach Philippines. I am also part of the Master Builders Apprenticeship Program of Master Coach A, and our mission as Tribe Builders is to help you make your unstoppable dream come true. I am currently the head of supply chain of Bayan Anihan. It is a business unit of the Gawad Kalinga Foundation, helping our farmers connect them to the market. I am also the founder and creator of the private Facebook group Absolutely Worthy Coaching Community. This is a safe space for women like me, for childless women who wants to be mentally and emotionally fit so they can express themselves, achieve their dreams, and live their purpose. Okay, so I am a wife and have been married for almost 12 years and we don't have any kids yet until this time. Before we proceed with what we are going to uh, discuss today, so let me just remind you to get your pack my bag moments. So what are these pack my bag moments? These are your aha moments. These are your key takeaways that resonates with you, ideas that resonates with you, wisdom that touches your heart, that you want to share with other people. So put them in the comment or post them in your timeline or in the groups that you belong to or in the pages that you have and put the hashtag pack my bag moment. So mas natututo kasi tayo first if we teach, and we teach by sharing what we learn. And also to put context to it, you may also put the hashtag coaching think talk so others may also know where you have learned it from. Okay, so let's proceed with what I have prepared for you today. So today I want to share with you um, things about living a life of courage. You know, the life of a childless woman. So it's facing the fears of barrenness. Women who don't have kids yet have many fears. The first fear, it's the fear of uncertainty. Okay. So, um, growing up, okay, we have this expectation that when we get married, of course, at yes, first at a young age, of course, we will go to schools, pero medyo na-expect na natin yan, eh, di ba? So mag-aaral muna tayo ng kinder, and then mag-elementary tayo. After ng elementary natin, high school. After ng high school, magka-college tayo. And of course, after ng college, kung nung hindi pa uso ang K to 12, natatapos natatapos ng college years by 20 years old. So after that, 20 years old, pwede ka nang mag-work. Okay? So after mag-graduate ng college, so either mag-masteral ka or magtrabaho ka or both. 'Di ba? May mga gumagawa nun. And then after some time that you are working at the age of say 25 to 30, ang ini-expect natin is magkakaroon tayo of course ng boyfriend, and then magpapakasal tayo, we will get married, and then once we get married, we expect to have children. The thing is, yung mga expectation, of course, when we have pala children, medyo pinagpaplanuhan na natin yan, anong bibilhin mong bahay, anong bibilhin mong sasakyan. So, iniisip na natin na dapat medyo yung maa-accommodate kung ilan yung gusto nating anak. So, yung bahay na gusto nating bilhin will be, yung mga pinaplano natin will be the size that will fit the family that we are planning to have. Okay? Hindi man siya na i-implement or nagkakaroon ng katuparan in some way, pero yun yung mga pinaplano natin, yun yung mga ine-expect natin na mangyayari sa buhay natin. However, kapag yung expectation natin hindi nangyari, like for barren women, for women who don't have kids yet, after so long of marriage, parang, okay, sana punta yung plano ko. So, hindi pala matutupad or hindi mangyayari yung mga plano ko. So now, what happened is, there is an uncertainty of the future. Kasi yun yung mga future na hindi natin plinano or hindi natin ini-expect. Which uh, have, which we have fear of. Fear of the uncertainty or fear of the unknown. Hindi na natin kasi alam kung ano yung kasunod nun. So sometimes what happens is that we got stuck on the waiting stage or state. So that's the fear, the first fear. The second fear is fear of failure. Okay, fear of failure. Sometimes we after so many years or after ilang years na ikasal and hindi pa nagkakaanak, sometimes we have this fear of going to the doctor, going for a medical check-up kasi natatakot na malaman at natatakot na ma-confirm that we are infertile, that we cannot bear any children. Pero hindi lang kasi yun eh. It's the fear of being a failure. Yung fear na matawag kang isang failure because you are not able to bear your own child. Of course, comes with the fear of failure is the fear of rejection. Mare-reject ka ng, it's the fear of mare-reject ka ng friends mo, or kaya baka pag nalaman na confirm ng partner mo na really you, lalo na kapag kami as babae or tayo magkakausap dito is tayo talaga yung may infertility issues, baka iwanan tayo ng partner natin, whether it's asawa na natin siya or kahit boyfriend na. So that's the fear of rejection or fear of abandonment that we na kinatatakutan natin. Another fear is of course the fear of judgment from our friends, the fear of judgment from other people. Ano na lang yung sasabihin ng ibang tao na hindi ako magkaanak. Kaya sometimes childless women hindi expressive, or sometimes hindi na lang siya, ayaw na lang siyang pag-usapan because of the fear of judgment. Another fear is of course fear of embarrassment or fear of shame, na nakakahiya na ganito ako. Nakakahiya na hindi ko kayang magkaanak. And the last one, okay, hindi ito yung lahat ng fear, but ito at least yung mga top fears that I have identified and I can relate to. But there may be more fears the childless women have. If you have other fears na wala dito, you can comment. You can type it in the comment. Okay, para maisama natin. Pero yon, one of the biggest fear of childless women is the fear of being alone. I just read this morning, okay, sa isang group for childless women. Nakalagay niya doon, Tagalogin ko na lang. Pero it's in English. So, sabi niya, baka magpakamatay na lang ako kapag wala na yung parents ko, kapag wala na yung, pag namatay na rin yung pets ko, kasi wala naman akong friends. Can you just excuse me? Okay, so, yun. That post, ang nakalagay niya doon, magpakamatay na lang ako pag nawala na yung parents ko. Kasi wala naman akong kapatid. Wala din naman akong kaibigan. Wala din naman akong pets. So, it's her fear of being alone that is speaking, or that is coming out. And these are the women that I want to help. These are the women that I want to serve. So, these fears, hindi ito lahat. You can type in the comment kung may mga idadagdag pa. But, ibig lang sabihin nito, maraming fears na lumalabas. If a person, if a woman cannot bear her own children. Excuse me. So, sorry. So for us, one way for us to deal with the fears that we are feeling is to learn more or understand fears. Where fear is coming from, saan siya nanggagaling, how do we cope with fear, ano yung nagiging reaction natin to fears. Bakit tayo natatakot? And what fear, kung ano ang nagagawa sa atin ng fear? Or what can't we do if we allow fear to hold us? To hold us back from living a full and fulfilling life. So, magandang maintindihan natin yung mga fears. So, let us know more. Let us face our fears. Kilalanin natin siya. Let us be friends. Befriend our fears. Sabi nga dito ni si Joy Belsi, okay? So, she's an author. Don't be afraid of your fears. They're not there to scare you. They're there to let you know that something is worth it. So, what is fear? Fear is an emotional response to a perceived threat. Fear is an emotional response to a perceived threat. Okay, so it is nakalagay dito, it's a perceived threat. It is a threat na nasa isip natin. Iniisip natin na mangyayari. It is possible that it can come true, but it also possible that it will not. According to studies, yun nga, 85% of what we worry about doesn't really happen. So, meron pang 15% na pwedeng mangyari. And yun yung kinatatakutan natin. Or yun yung what we worry about. But that study also shows, okay, that 15% na nangyayari, most people cope up with what happens. Okay, kaya nating lagpasan. Kaya nating i-overcome yung mga kinatatakutan natin. So, it's a perceived threat na possible na mangyari or na possible na hindi mangyari or mangyari, at kung mangyari man, kaya natin siya. It's just that it is an emotional response that is somehow automatic. Bigla na lang nating naiisip. Bigla tayong may maiisip na kinatatakutan natin. And bigla nating mararamdaman yung takot. Okay? Sa dibdib natin, sa katawan natin. Minsan, di ba, nanginginig pa tayo kapag nakakaramdam tayo ng takot. And it does not mean, okay, that we can remove fears. Okay? But let's continue with the definition. So fear is like an fear is primitive. Okay? So fear is primitive na nanggaling pa sa kanununuan natin. If you still remember the Darwinian theory of the human evolution, ba nanggaling tayo from the apes, and then may mga evolution tayo from Homo sapiens, and then yun, naging tao na tayo. Pero from there, okay, dati kasi they have to survive really in the jungle because of the many threats that are that they have. So may mga tigre, may mga lions, snakes, or whatever animal na pwedeng kumain sa kanila. And that threat is really a life-threatening situation. And doon nila nararamdaman yung fear. Doon na develop yung fear. That's why fear is primitive. And from that age, okay, that they are living in the jungle, fighting for survival, na dala natin yon hanggang sa ating, at this age, at this point in time that we are already in the modern age, we are already in the digital age, we still feel that fear, kahit wala naman, it's not really a life-threatening situation. Okay, fear is also powerful. Fear is one of the most powerful emotions that we can feel. Napapahinto tayo kapag naramdaman. May mga fears tayo na kapag naramdaman natin, humihinto talaga tayo. Nanginginig tayo. Minsan hindi tayo makapag-isip ng tama. Okay? And fear is not just kumbaga, hindi lang yan nangyayari sa isang tao. It is universal. Everybody feels fear. Okay? So, fear is like an internal alarm. It is designed to warn us and protect us from danger. So, with this second definition that we have about fear, that it protects us from danger, it, 'di ba? Parang, so, bakit tayo natatakot sa fears natin? Bakit kailangan nating iwasan yung fear? If fear is really protecting us from danger. So, kaya yon, sabi nga natin kanina, do not be afraid of your fears. They are not there to scare you. They are there to let you know that something is worth it. So don't let fear stop us. Let's not don't ano, Huwag tayong matakot sa fears natin. Let us not be afraid of our fears. Let fear be there. So what are the negative consequences of um, the fears that we have? So ito, nilatag ko na dito lahat. Again, this is not comprehensive, hindi lahat ito. You may have other effects or other consequences that you know. So you may type it in the comments. So others will also learn about it. Okay? So, pero ito yung mga na-experience ko. Okay, what negative consequences. So it stifles motivation. So pinipigilan niya yung motivation natin. Because when we are fearful, ayaw actually nating mag-move forward. Because of that, example, for the fear of uncertainty. Dahil hindi nga natin alam kung ano yung kasunod. So bakit tayo, parang nasa isip natin is bakit kailangan kong mag-move forward? Eh kung hindi ko nga alam kung nandun, paano na lang kapag may ahas pala doon? Or meron palang tigre doon nakakain sa akin? Di mamamatay ako. Di ba? So, it is the false motivation. So, wag na lang akong mag-move. Wag na lang akong gumalaw. I won't take any action anymore kasi hindi ko naman alam kung ano yung nando. Next is procrastination. So, we fear things. Dinidelay natin yung mga paggawa natin ng ibang bagay kasi we have this certain fear of ano yung mangyayari kapag ginawa natin yung bagay na kailangan nating gawin. Kaya natin dinidelay. Eh natatakot tayo. It also blocks creativity. So, somehow it's related to your motivation. Kasi pag wala ka ng motivation, yung creativity mo rin nawawala. So, instead of makaisip ka ng mga iba-ibang paraan to solve a problem, but because we are fearful, nawawala sila. Mas nagfo-focus kasi tayo doon sa fears natin. We also have that risk aversion. So, ayaw nating mag-risk. Kasi takot nga tayo. Paano na lang kapag it will not be worth it? The thing is, we are actually always risking our lives. When we go outside, especially now that it's pandemic, we are the moment that we step out the door, we are actually risking our lives. But if we are fearful, okay, ayaw natin yun. Pero sa mga taong kailangang lumabas, it's like it's their livelihood. They don't let fear stop them from going outside. Okay, so they take the risk. So in other times, like in setting up a business, in building new relationships, if we have this fear, if we let fear stop us, so ayaw natin mag-venture into new business or ayaw natin mag-venture into new relationships. Poor decision making. Sabi nga nila, when we base a decision when we make a decision based on our fears, it is one of the poorest decision that we can make, because it will always be somehow to get us back to a safe space or a comfort zone. And growth does not happen in the comfort zone. Growth is uncomfortable. Growth will, in growth there will always be fears. There will always be uncertainty. So when we don't take action, when we delay what we need to do, so we don't also have that creativity and we don't want to take risks, well, you will notice that we will have so just a few, kung meron man, accomplishments sa buhay, sa work, sa business. And when we have low accomplishment, minsan tinatamaan din yung ating desire to be successful. So magiging ironic sila, magiging opposite sila, magbabanggaan sila. Kasi gusto natin maging successful, but because we are fearful, we don't accomplish much. And that creates stress. That may lead to stress, to anxiety, to depression, and eventually, it will cause physical health issues and mental health issues. And of course, kapag pinabayaan natin yan, we won't have any personal growth. Yun nga, there is no growth in the comfort zone, but if we are fearful to go out of our comfort zone, so wala na tayong growth. Um, and when we don't have growth, and when we cannot feel that we are growing, babalik ulit siya eh. Mas lalo tayong mawawalan ng motivation, mas lalo tayong magpo-procrastinate, mas lalo tayong magiging fear, mas lalo tayong hindi magte-take ng risk. And this becomes a vicious cycle of letting fear stop us from growing, of letting fear stop us from taking action. So, paulit-ulit lang tayo dito and pababa lang ng pababa yung ating mararamdaman. So that's the effect or the negative consequence that fears give us. Okay, although it protects us from danger, it protects us from fears, but it has negative consequences, especially if what we fear about are things that are just perceived threat. Okay, so let me just be clear. Okay, so this is not about the things that is really life-threatening. Hindi yung tipong at gunpoint that really pag kinalabit yan, mamamatay ka, or doing really something that is dangerous like jumping from a building. Okay, so those are not the fears that I am talking about. I'm talking about the fears that we feel about a perceived threat, threats that are in our minds. So these are the negative consequences of it. So let's just put fears into a perspective. Okay? Let me give you some insights about fear so that we will understand it better. Mas makikilala natin yung fears natin, and so that we will know, we can decide what action we want to take. Okay, so there are actually 10 insights that I want to share with you, but in this session, I will just share with you 5 of them, and the other 5 I will be discussing next week on our session next week. So this is part 1, and we will have another part 2 next week. Okay, so let's put fears in perspective. The first one is that fears are rooted may be rooted in childhood experiences. In the doon sa mga na-experience natin nung bata pa tayo. Okay. So, and most fears are really developed from when we are still ano, kids. Um, it is some kind like maybe nakita mo to sa na-experience mo to with your parents or with your friends before. And because kasi nung bata pa tayo, madali pa tayong mag-absorb. And it has a great impact to us, especially emotionally. Madadala natin yan hanggang sa tumanda tayo. Madadala natin yung fear na yun hanggang sa, at this age, I'm actually 40, and I have this fear before na kung saan ako nag-aral ng kinder is sa ibang bayan or sa ibang baryo. Hindi siya on the same um, baryo kung saan kami nakatira. Even if meron namang kindergarten doon. May daycare naman doon sa baryo namin. Pero dahil yata late ako dumating, umuwi ng probinsya, and my parents want me to be in the school. So in-enroll nila ako doon sa school sa kabilang baryo na medyo malayo-layo. Yung dito kasi sa baryo namin, tapat lang ng bahay namin yung daycare. So, pwede kong kumaway sa magulang ko, ganyan. Kaya lang, pinag-aral ako sa ibang baryo. And every time uwian, I am always waiting doon sa susundo sa akin. Kasi nga bata, 'di ba? Hindi ka naman pwedeng um, maglakad mag-isa, umuwi mag-isa. 'Di ba? So, sasabihin sa akin ng teacher ko noon is maghintay lang doon, hintayin yung sundo. Okay? Sometimes si teacher nandun sa loob ng room kasi may mga lesson plans that na gagawin or reports. Ngayon, naiintindihan ko ng mga reports yan. Pero dati hindi ko maintindihan bakit siya nandun sa loob ng classroom. Pero kami, lumalabas na kami kasi uwian na nga eh. And yung mga kaklase ko, dahil malalapit lang yung bahay nila doon sa school, nagsisiuwian na rin sila. And what happens is, most of the time, I am left alone. Nasa playground, nasa swing, mag-isa lang ako. And somehow that experience developed in me that fear of abandonment, that fear of being alone. Kaya malakas sa akin yung yung fear of being alone before, until I know how to manage that fear. Okay. So, yun yung example. That most fears are rooted in our childhood experience. So, if you are brave enough to share any childhood experiences about your fears, so you may share it in the comment section. Okay. The next one. Okay. Fears does not okay, sorry, let me just go back to this. So, fear are rooted in childhood experiences. Yes, kaya nga tayo may natatakot. But it does not mean that it can happen again. It's possible. Okay, hindi naman siya 100% na pwedeng hindi mangyari. Pero there is also a chance na hindi siya mangyayari. Especially if we know already, like for me, I know already that I don't want to be alone. But yes, I am childless and I might be alone. Pero at this point, I can do something actually about it. I can do something about it. That's why I am building a tribe of women like me. Kasi gusto kong may kasama. At the end of my days, gusto kong may kasama. And I want to build a tribe. I want to create impact in the community. And I hope that these people will accompany me until the end of my days. So I actually have a passion project, and I will be sharing with that with you in another day, maybe on our episode next week. So, ayun, and if you are someone who wants to support me in that cause, in that advocacy, so that will be, I would really, really appreciate it. So second, fears doesn't like change or uncertainty. Okay. So fears does not like change or uncertainty. The thing is, the irony of this is, there, sabi natin change is a constant in this world. There will always be changes. Every day we are experiencing changes. And because it's every day we are evolving. Pwedeng yung kausap mo kahapon, iba na siya ngayon. Or yung mga systems that are being implemented or working before, iba na siya ngayon. So change is always happening around us. We might not notice it, but change is also happening inside of us. And change brings about uncertainty. Pero yun nga, fear does not like change or uncertainty. That's why, let's not allow fears to stop us. Let's not allow fear to hold us back from experiencing these changes, from moving into this uncertainty, because they are also always there. It's an um, it's expected. Change is actually expected. Ang hindi lang natin ini-expect is anong klaseng change siya. Pero we can expect that there will always be change. So if we let fear stop us, may iwan tayo, may giging stuck tayo. That's why yung feeling lost, feeling stuck, maybe it's because we are letting fear hold us back. Another insight about fears are actually, fears are part of the human experience. Fears are part of the human experience. So this just means that fear will always be there. Related to the second one that I discussed about change and uncertainty, because change and uncertainty, we can always expect that. So we can also always expect that the fear follows. And it's part of the human experience. It's actually, I forgot what it's called, pero there is a condition na may taong walang fear. The thing, but that is a medical condition. The thing is, when we don't have fears, di wala din tayong pakundangan tumawid ng kalsada, even if maraming sasakyan rumaragasa, sabi nga nila, 'di ba? If there are a lot of cars on the road, but because we don't feel fear, di sisige lang tayo, tatawid lang tayo. And it's possible na mabangga tayo. It's possible na yun yung ikabatay natin. 'Di ba? Kapag walang fear. If we don't feel fear. And yun, actually may nabasa ako that there is someone detected with that. Okay? Pero that an isolated case, for most people, fear is part of our experience as human. It is an emotion that we have acquired from from the time of our ancestors, from the caveman age. Nandyan na si fears, and dala-dala din natin siya. I think this is the fourth. The fourth one is, okay, fears are a warning mechanism. So fears are a warning mechanism. So when we say that fears are a warning mechanism, so ibig sabihin pala, fear has an advantage. Okay? It warns us against danger. It warns us against danger. Um, okay, so fear is nothing more than a warning mechanism of potential drawbacks, risks, and negative consequences that might be waiting for you around the corner. These are, of course, valid, yes. Kaya, fear is valid. Okay? The worst thing that we can do about fear siguro is baliwalain yung fear. So these are valid, but it does not mean we will let it stop us. Okay? So these are valid reasons to be wary and cautious. Warning mechanism siya, di ba? Warning, it's just like a warning device. So it's just like kapag may fire, may tutunog yung fire bell. And kapag narinig natin yung fire bell, di ba? Siyempre, maglalabasan na tayo ng building kasi ayaw natin maiwan at masama sa nasusunod na building. So, lalabas tayo. It's a warning mechanism. So, when we feel it, that fear, so it let us become cautious. So, when we are cautious, we, ang ginagawa natin is mas gusto natin na, okay, wait, preno muna, dahan-dahan. Magplano tayo, anong gagawin natin? Pag-usapan natin anong gagawin natin. Pero it does not mean, okay, it just mean that ang nangyayari is mas nakakapagplano tayo. Kasi nabigyan na tayo ng warning for a potential danger. So, mas magpaplano tayo ng mas maayos. Pero, we still move forward. Okay. Being wary and cautious means that you think things through rationally and lay down an effective plan of action that will help you minimize the risk and maximize the potential gains. Kasi nga, na-warningan na tayo nung fear na nararamdaman natin. Pero nakalagay din dito, if on the other hand, you are making this decision from the position of fear, then you will likely make irrational choices. So if we feel fear, let us be aware and be cautious. Mas iniisip natin yung mga kailangan natin gawin. Pero we know that we should not be deciding out of fear because we may make irrational choices that may have negative consequences instead of positive. And our last insight that I will be sharing with you tonight. Okay. This is the fifth. So fear indicates that you're about to learn something. And you're about to learn something new that you haven't learned before. Kasi nga, sabi nga natin, fear does not like change, does not like uncertainty. But learning something is always actually new. And when we allow ourselves to learn something new, we allow ourselves to grow. So fear often presents you with the perfect opportunity for growth. So when we feel the fear, isipin natin, baka naman there is some opportunity for growth that is available for us. So when it crops up in your life, it's a clear indication that you better get ready because it's about to learn. You're about to learn something new and different that could potentially change your life for the better. So instead of resisting fear, instead of avoiding the fear, embrace it and see it as an opportunity and see it as an opportunity to help you grow exponentially as a person. So let us embrace our fears because of the opportunity it is presenting to us. Baka naman, okay, baka naman meron tayong pwedeng matutunan that will change our life for the better than what we have currently. Kaya nga tayo natatakot eh. So fear indicates that you're about to learn something new. So allow fear, fear, embrace growth. So that's what I have for you today. The 5 insights or the 5 things of how we can put fears in perspective so that we will not always be avoiding fear or resisting fear. Okay? So, balik lang tayo. The first one is that fear is rooted in childhood experiences. Fears does not like change or uncertainty. Fears are part of the human experience. Fears are a warning mechanism, and fears indicates that you're about to learn something new. Okay, so these are the 5. So abangan nyo po yung aking isi-share on our episode next week. Another 5 things that will put fears in perspective, that will let us understand fear better so that we are not always avoiding it. We are not always resisting it because there are a lot of opportunities for us. There are a lot of opportunities that we are letting pass by us if we allow fear to stop us. Okay? So, before I end this conversation, okay, ayan, let me just leave you with this. So, do not fear the leaves changing, for it is leading to the best season of your life yet. Okay. So then don't let the fear do not fear the leaves changing. Okay. Ito kasi yung pagpapalit ng season. So in other countries na merong 4 season, di ba? Yung pagpapalit ng colors ng leaves which is a very beautiful phenomenon in the nature of mother nature. So do not fear that leaves changing in color, because it may be leading you to the best season of your life yet. Okay. So, I would like to invite you, okay, although hindi pa tapos yung aking discussion with you, I would just like to invite you, okay, for a coaching program, for this program, Living a Life of Courage coaching program. It is a 12 weeks coaching program where it has 6 modules. So, one module we can have it for 2 weeks. Kaya siya 12 weeks coaching program. So, what is this about? So, this program will give you the push you need to break through from the challenges. If you are feeling fearful, okay, hindi kayo makausad, you cannot move forward and take on those challenges that uh, you are experiencing in your life. So this program is for you. So it will give you the push you need to break through from challenges in the pursuit of opportunities. Okay, and develop a greater sense of overall well-being, happiness, and fulfillment in life. So if we have fears in our lives that are stopping us from being fulfilled, from feeling that happiness, from attaining that success, or from an overall sense of well being. This program is for you. I would also like to invite you, okay, for next week, August 10 and 11, we will have our Summit virtual event. So this event is the culmination event for the public speaking scholars and students under the program of Master Coach A, 6 steps to six-figure speaking career. So, maririnig nyo po ang 20 scholars and students of this program that will be speaking in 5 minutes. Okay, so this is a first time ever event where you will have 20 speakers speak for 5 minutes. It's giving you valuable lessons, valuable insights about anything in life. Okay, kaya Summit event, iba't iba siyang topic. But I already heard, I know the topics of each of the speakers and I am one of them. I will be speaking about uh, your value as a person, that you are worthy. So the others, iba-iba rin yung topic, but these are all uh, lessons or topics that you will want to hear because they will give you a better insight about life. Okay, so I hope that I will see you in this event. So I'm not sure, but the link, the link to register may be put in the caption of this video. Okay, so this event is a free event. Okay, free naman to, no monetary investment. It will be happening on August 10, that is a Tuesday, from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. And another set will be on August 11, Wednesday. The event will be from 4 p.m. So mas maaga po siya ng konti. Kasi baka mas marami pong mga katanungan. Ayan, from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. And I hope to see you in this event. Yun. So, before I end this conversation, let me invite you, okay, to be part of what we are doing as an organization of professional certified life coaches from the Life Coach Philippines. So, this is Be Learning. Okay, if you are not yet a smart holder of the Be Learning e-card, so let me invite you personally to become a mental model collector. Like us and be part of the Be Learning Society, the tent maker of the Be Learning Home for Mental Fitness. So, meron kaming Society, Master Coach A, okay, launched the Be Learning Society 3 months ago. And that Be Learning Society is the tent maker. So, it has a mission, okay, to build a facility for mental fitness. Not just an ordinary facility, that it is a facility that has all the modern uh, equipments or mga kailangan to be mentally fit. Okay? So, and as a Be Learning e-card, that is, you will have your Be Learning e-card if you become a member of the Be Learning Society. And that e-card will give you, okay, some perks. Okay, so being a holder of the Be Learning e-card, you will enjoy 3 perks. So first dyan is yung 5% discount for the food and beverage orders from the Decaf Coffee Republic. Okay, or food and beverage orders from Decaf Coffee Republic. So if you want to place your order, magkakaroon kayo ng discount na 5%. So the second perk is is being able to attend the masterclass conducted by Master Coach A herself, that is exclusive only for B holders of B Learning e-card. Okay, so that is a monthly masterclass on mental models. So the third perk that we have as a holder of the Be Learning e-card is a 90-minute coaching session with a senior life coach from the Life Coach Philippines. So if you want, okay, if you want to dive in, if you want to try how is it, what is coaching, ano ba yung, paano ba magpa-coach, ayan. So, get this, okay? Be part of the Be Learning Society so that you will know more about what we do as life coaches in Life Coach Philippines. Okay, so as a Be Learning, uh, okay, so if you are new to the concept of mental models, kasi di ba, Master Coach E is conducting a monthly mental model masterclass. And actually, the 90-minute coaching session is also to support you, okay, to implement, okay, to execute what we have learned in the masterclass para maging tuloy-tuloy siya as we apply it in our lives. Okay, so if you are new to the concept of mental models, kapag ngayon nyo lang naririnig ang mental models dahil hindi naman ah, tayo familiar before, a mental model is an explanation of how something works. It is a concept, a framework, or a worldview that you carry around in your mind to help you interpret the world and understand the relationship between things. Okay, so mental models are deeply held belief about how the world works. So mental models, yan, yung mga mental models are concepts, frameworks running in head that explains how we perceive things to be working. Ano yung nakikita natin yung relationship between the things that we see here in the world. So why mental models are important? It's because by building up a base of the most valuable and universal mental models, if we have collected the most valuable and universal mental models, we are actually building our trunks of knowledge. Yung baol natin ng kaalaman, dinadagdagan natin or we fill it up with these valuable mental models that we can apply in almost every area of our lives, not just today, not just tomorrow, but as we continue to live our life. Okay, so mental models are a critical category of knowledge that gets more relevant over time and can be applied across a wide array of different domains. Okay, so for example na lang, di ba, I've talked to you about fears. And sa totoo lang, ang hirap namang hindi talaga, yung how we overcome fears. If we are having struggles on how we can overcome our fears, mental model actually help us. Mental models give us insight on how we can okay, better manage our fears, overcome our fears, befriend our fears. Okay, so the next mental model masterclass is on August 21. So sa August 21 na po yung susunod na model masterclass ni Master Coach A, and it will cover about polymath mental model. So it is you in this session you will learn how you can combine skills and become superstars in your field, and you will discover why the polymaths of this uh, age will win this 21st century. So actually polymath kasi is someone who have a lot of knowledge in different areas of life. So those are the people we sometimes call as jack of all trades, master of none. So meron siyang negative connotation, pero during the masterclass, Master Coach A will be discussing with us how actually the polymaths can win in this 21st century. So I would like to invite you to register now. Just connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661. And for those of you who wants to dive in the life coaching profession, or those who are interested in knowing the life coaching profession. So I would like for individuals who intends to embark on a journey of becoming a certified life coach. So Master Coach A now has offer Master Coach A now offers the Co-Actively Co-Create Life Coach Certification Program. I am part of Batch 1 for the Co-Actively Co-Create Life Certification Program, and I would like to tell you personally that it is very, very uh, full of learnings. Ang dami naming natutunan about how, not just how to become a great life coach, but how we can build life coach as a business. So this is a comprehensive approach to learning and mastering life coaching as an active process of creating a new path to achieving results in life. So that success is inevitable in every coaching relationship. It includes a 21-day web-based learning. So meron tayong 21-day web-based learning that as soon as you uh, connect with Coach Rizal and register, you can already access the 21 days web-based learning. And we also have a 3-day live coaching bootcamp conducted by Master Coach A herself. So yung susunod po natin will be happening on August 28. Okay, August 28, September 4, and September 11. So for those who are interested in here, so call Coach Rizal at 0917-586-1661 para makapag-register na kayo. Pero hindi po dyan natatapos. Meron pa din, okay, 3-day live business bootcamp with senior coaches from the Life Coach Philippines na that will teach you how to jumpstart your coaching profession as a business. Okay, so the program package also comes with many other bonuses. So, connect with Coach Rizal at 0917-586-1661 to discover the opportunities waiting for you in this profession. Um, do join us for another coaching conversation tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow we have Coach Cee for coaching for 70 times 7 at 10 a.m. And next one is Master Coach A. So Master Coach A has already joined us in the coaching Think Talk. She has a coaching for entrepreneurs at 2 p.m. And last but not the least, Coach Candy will have coaching for mental fitness at 4 p.m. tomorrow. So don't miss this opportunity for you to learn. So once again, ayan. So if you also want to connect with me for any points that resonate with you in this entire session, you may connect with me in this number 0917-801-9550, and you can also email me at coachcbercasio@gmail.com. I would like also to invite you to join my private Facebook group, the Absolutely Worthy Coaching Community. And together we can create impact in this world. Okay, so once again, this is Coach Cee Bercasio from the Life Coach Philippines for Coaching Think Talk. Coaches like us think and talk like this. This is us from the Philippines. Love, bam, boom, love, bam, boom, love, bam, boom. Bye-bye.